Hello, this is John Kvale, and this is your April 2016 Economic and Capital Market Review. I'm going to start out with our financial planning tip. I had a post middle of the month that was a result of not being able to find all of the estate planning documents in one place. Here's the link to the article or to the post mid-month. Here's the basic documents. I found this is a really good summary. Wills, power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney, HIPAA documents, living will, and trusts. Real briefly, the wills are the documents that dispose of the assets upon our demise. Power of attorney is one of our favorite documents because we use this. This is a document that we get to use when we're alive. Just as informational purposes, power of attorney, once we pass away, the power of attorney is no longer valid, and then the will becomes kind of the living document, just as an explanation. Healthcare power of attorney is necessary to basically make decisions if you're unable to about your healthcare situation. HIPAA is a result of all of the new laws, privacy laws. Living wills, cease and desist DNR, which is in this further explanation in this, is basically to unplug me, doc. And trusts, various usage, which we've really warmed up to trusts over the past few years, are also a part of many estate plans. All right, let's move on over to the economic information. Let me see if I can get here. Up earlier, I'll go real quick. There's a few bullet points here that is a result of the strong dollar, and I'll just read those as we go over this this graph. Here's what this is what the dollar did in 2014 and 15. This is a huge move. So it's really great, and I kind of chuckle about it. It's really great if you're an international traveler when all of this happens, because when you go overseas, your dollar is much stronger. But as this occurred, it creates a great, enormous headwind for any international companies. It also creates a headwind for commodities. Now we got an airplane. I'm outside right now, and it's a weekend, so sorry about the background noise. It's hugely tough on foreign countries trying to sell into the United States, and that's a result that the Chinese have slowly been releasing their currency peg from the United States, because they have been known to and have pegged their Chinese currency to the United States dollar. Well, when the dollar moves up so strong like this, it's really hurt them as an exporter. Now, fast forward. If we go back over almost the past year, this is leveling off. This is the treacherous part. Not treacherous, but this was the tough part when it first moved. This also created any of our international holdings were inhibited. So because the dollar got so much stronger, it hurt our international holdings. Now, look at this. This is about a 7-8% move here from the high. I'm not predicting the dollar is falling, but what we're doing is we're just getting some reprieve. If it just stays flat here, this will be much easier on a lot of things. Let's move on up. And I'll talk about a few more things here in just a second. GDP, we keep an eye on our GDP. I thought it was worth mentioning. It's a little bit weak. The Fed wants us around 2%, ideally even higher. It does move around. We had a second revision print, and it's 0.5%, think 0.5%. So we're keeping an eye on this, and I also noted that 2 consecutive negative readings of GDP are a definition of a recession, but we're watching that. Okay, let's move on over as another effect. I know this is a little bit hard to read, but the weak dollar, or not super strong dollar, has also helped oil. And oil bottomed out at $26 in February and is currently around $45. I put in here because this I think when the story is written, we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna code this post as forecast as well, because I think when the story is written, we're gonna find out that oil had greater tentacles in our economy than we thought. So that's enough on that right now. But just from hiring, firing, etc. Now we got another airplane. Great. All right. Another effect, cause, effect, indirect effect, as I mentioned, international markets of this strong dollar. Well, when the dollar is strong, the foreign currencies, anything held in a foreign currency is weak. One of our favorite asset class is emerging markets. Think of these, I call these the little brother foreign countries. And the reason we like them is generally they have a younger populace. Think of the United States 50, 60 years ago. And with the dollar finally letting up and oil picking up, they've got their feet under them a little bit. This is not a monumental move, but at least it's not falling down. By all counts, in valuation currency, these markets are very inexpensive. They're very volatile. So, as I always say, we never go all in or all out. But we really are keeping an eye on this, and we like to see these guys get their feet under them. That's it for our April economic and financial planning review, along with a bunch of background noise from my back porch. We hope you enjoy. Thank you so much.